To do with our culture, it's been erased.
Johnny Mad Dog Adair is risking his life in making a secret visit to his native Northern Ireland. He longs for his years in loyalist West Belfast, the place he once ruled, though a third of those years were spent in jail.
Referring to the maze, it was a home from home. The paramilitaries run the prison. Whatever we wanted on the outside, which was not on the prison tuck shop list, we could send out word and we'd have it smuggled in. We had this guy who had an artificial leg, and every Monday he would bring in sirloin steaks, steroids, whatever we needed. He came in every Monday, took his leg off and emptied off all the contacts on his legs. We had everything from sacks, from our own food, just almost anything. They even had blow-up dolls. I can remember one occasion where some boys on the wing had one of them blow-up dolls. Everybody else had budgies, which they were allowed, but I wanted to go one step further, and I felt that there was a need to have a little dog run about. So I arranged to have a dog smuggled into the prison.
One of Adair's associates in the maze was Michael Stone. In broad daylight, Stone carried out a brazen attack, tossing grenades at mourners at an IRA funeral.
Well, the video of choice down there would have been porn, and what most of the prisoners would have done on a daily basis would have went to the porn king, who was Michael Stone, and they would have went over to Michael and booked their porn movie for the night, because Michael had a cell full of porn movies, and some of them would have been homemade and smuggled in from the outside. So here you could not only view porn movies from America, but porn movies from the greater Belfast area. You get drunk, you can party. In fact, the prison authorities used to supply us with the disco lights for the discos that we had in the wings. And even at the time, in the early 90s, people said, jokingly, that some of the best raves were held in the Maze prison. And I'd be honest, but there was some good parties down there.
When not indulging in sex, drugs and rock and roll, Adair liked nothing more than a good rooftop protest against prison conditions. Even today, mothballed and rusting, the Maze prison still holds huge sentimental attachment for Johnny Adair.
As a young teenager in my early teens, growing up, I loved coming to visit loyalist paramilitaries in this prison. When I came to this prison to visit paramilitaries who had defended Ulster against their enemies, I felt really proud, and I felt an honour to come to the Maze prison and visit people like Michael Stone and other loyalist killers. It was like your parents buying you a toy. You were going into the Maze prison and you were getting searched for the first time in your life by prison officers. Then you were going in and you were seeing loyalist paramilitaries who you would have looked up to and who most people looked up to, and coming out of the visits, the whole way home in the bus, you'd have talked about it, and you'd have talked about what other prisoners you had seen.
Loading might wear classic Reeboks, or knackered Converse, or tracky bottoms tucked in socks. But all of that's what the point is not. The point is that there ain't no romance around there. And there's the truth that they can't see. They'd probably like to throw a punch at me, and if you could only see them, then you would agree that there ain't no romance around there, you know. Oh, it's a funny thing, you know. We'll tell them if you like, we'll tell them all tonight. They'll never listen, because their minds are made up. Of course it's all okay to carry on that way, but I said no. Oh no, well you won't get me to go.
Despite waging war on his Catholic neighbours, Adair admits that had he been born a mile down the road, he would likely have joined the other side.
If I was a Catholic, a nationalist, I probably would have joined the Republican movement, and I probably would have fought for what they believed in. That would have probably been on the IRA Army Council.
Over there, there's friends of mine. What can I say? I've known them for a long, long time. And they might overstep the line, but you just cannot get angry in the same way. No, not in the same way. So not in the same way.
In the mainland, you have a normal life. You can do, even me, being Johnny Adair, can do the normal things. which I couldn't do.
I mean, could you go out in Belfast, I mean, for example? Yeah.
No. Nightclubbing, no. Concerts, no. Fights, boxing matches, no. I've had the best times of my life since I've been over in England and in Scotland, but it's not home.
But will these newfound freedoms allow Adair to bring his military and criminal skills to mainland Britain? The authorities are ever vigilant.
He wouldn't serve me. And I ask him why, and he says because a photograph has been distributed and I've been told not to serve me.
What's going to happen to the guy who takes you out?
He'd be probably held and treated as a hero in some small, smelly, dingy pub with about half a dozen people drinking it.
Until Nick, the Nazi, comes over to take him out?
Well, Nick says that if anything happened to me, he would most definitely come and do something about it.
What's going to be on the tombstone? Johnny Adair, volunteer, Johnny Adair, soldier, Johnny Adair, gangster?
Johnny Adair, from volunteer to brigadier, no surrender, quite simple around it. Simply the best.
It's the end of the film, Johnny. It's the end of the road.
The final chapter has yet to be written, Mr. MacIntyre.
Until that chapter is written, Johnny Adair is resigned to moving from town to town throughout the length and breadth of Britain.
Rome was never built in a week. And one day, hopefully, myself, my family, and my close friends will return to our homeland. I'm only marking time here in Scotland. I will be going home to my native Ulster. I don't know when. It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year, it could be 3 years. But I'll be back one day, and my son will be with me.
Yet, wherever Mad Dog goes, his bloody past means he must remain ever vigilant for an assassin's bullet.
Donald's back at the same time next Tuesday on 5 at 11 o'clock. And for exclusive video footage not shown on TV, visit the website at 5.tv/MacIntyre's World.